Hey, this is Steve with Real-Time Music Solutions, and today we're going to discuss muting in Sinfonia 3. In Sinfonia, you can mute an instrument for any duration of time. The full show, a single song, a few measures, a single measure, and even a single beat. If creating a mute inside of a repeat or vamp, you can even apply sophisticated weight parameters on it, so that it mutes exactly when you want it to. Let's start at the macro level and zoom in from there. Here I am in the show Les Mis. Let's say I want to mute the horn 1 across the whole show because I have a live player covering that part. First, enter Edit mode. Next, click the Global Edit button here. You'll get a pop-up warning you about Global Edit mode. Go ahead and read through it and click Continue. Finally, go to the horn 1 fader and click the mute button here. It looks like a speaker. Now I'll go ahead and go back to performance mode and go to a couple other songs. We can see the horn 1 is muted throughout this whole song, this song, and etc., etc. The horn 1 is muted across the entire show. I'll go back to the first song, back to edit mode, and let's say that I wanted to undo this global edit on the horn 1. Go back to global edit mode, click continue, and click the mute button again. As you can see, the horn 1 has been reinstated into the show. But what if we wanted to mute this horn just for the opening number? Again, make sure you're in edit mode, make sure you're not in global edit mode, and hit the mute button. Note that when doing a local mute on one song, the mute will, as a default, start wherever the playhead is. The playhead is at the very beginning of this song. There's a pickup measure here. That's why it's not affecting the beginning, because there's nothing happening in the orchestration. I'll go ahead and clear this mute for now. Just click on it, hit delete. Now let's zoom in even further. What if we wanted to mute the horn 1 just for a handful or a single measure? Go ahead and zoom into the timeline a little bit to make my selection easier. I can select by clicking and dragging. There's 1 measure, there's 2 measures, there's 3, however much I want. Go ahead and do these 2 measures and hit the mute button. And now I'll go ahead and hit play. And we can see that the horn 2 is muted. And it automatically unmutes after the event. I'll go ahead and get rid of that and just click on it and hit delete. You could also see here in the inspector more information about it as soon as I click on it. And I could edit these parameters if I want, where the event starts and ends, or I could throw the event in the trash can here. Now the final kind of mute I'd like to discuss is one with a weight or times value. The English horn has a very exposed part at the beginning of the song, so it'll be easier to hear when I perform this mute. Let's first create a repeat for measures 1 and 2. Go to our navigation events here, click, drag over the measures, and click the repeat button. Now I'll go back to viewing instruments. I'll select the area, and we're going to mute the English horn. And let's go ahead and play. Let's see, the English horn is muted. The measure repeats. And the English horn enters. Now if I select this event, I can see over here weight and times values. As a default, when I created this event, as you saw, it just muted it the entire time through both iterations of the repeat. But what if I wanted it to happen on the first iteration, just mute once and then not mute again? Or if I wanted it to wait, mute on the second time. So I'll go ahead and edit the weight value to be a 1. So it's going to wait to mute until we've gone through the repeat 1 time. Now, what if instead of waiting, we wanted the mute to happen only 1 time? Go back to the beginning of the song. I'm going to hit play. We can see that it's muted. And now it's going to unmute because we told it to mute once. And this philosophy can be iterated over any type of repeat or vamp you have, no matter how many times you want to loop through it. A more complex type of event can also be created in this scenario, one called weight equals X. Now let's say you had a vamp instead. A vamp in Sinfonia is a infinitely repeated section, and when you're ready to move on, you hit the exit vamp button. That tells Sinfonia, hey, this is the last lap, and so it will leave that section after that last lap. But what if you wanted a mute or an unmute to happen when you hit the exit vamp button? That's possible too. This is called weight equals X, and I'm going to go ahead and link that in the description below this video. One other thing. Everything we went over in this video can be applied to both muting an instrument or adjusting its volume. If you wanted to raise or lower the volume instead of muting, you just adjust the fader. And that about wraps it up. This has been Steve with Real Time Music Solutions. Thanks for watching.